the Oregon Trail, and we're going to go through how we made it. Okay, so this is where the trail generation happens. It's going to start the player off at these coordinates, and this is going to be the offset for the different trails because whenever it hits a city, the trail is going to split off. So it's going to start as one trail and it's going to split off into a few different ones. So basically, what it's going to do is it's always going to put the one city here, and then it's going to create a single trail from that to the first city, and then from the first city, it's going to split off and go to two more cities. And then those will split off into three other trails, and they'll eventually end up at a finish line. The way we do that is we have a random integer that's going to, if it equals 0 and these x conditions are true, then it's going to put a city there somewhere, just randomly. And then this here does the same thing for the second city, and then for the third.
So now we come to the delete persons class. In this, what we do, like, there's a temporary person, and whatever event happens to that person, like the person has got some disease or some like attacked by a lion or something. The person would just go down, switch the vectors, like it would come under the decrease person vector. Sure.
And then we come to the shopping, our shopping function. So in here, the way that you shop is mainly based off of the occupation that you pick. So we have an example here with the outlaw. So if your occupation here, the player, is set to the outlaw, then you have an option here to rob the place, yes or no. So if you choose to rob a place, though, then you're just going to get a random amount of stolen items, and then you won't be able to go back to that store again in that city, and you won't be able to do any more shopping. For the other people who go and shop, you have the option to buy all the different items at the city, and each item has a certain price set to it, and that will be based off of the store. And then also you have a certain amount of money you can use.
Now we are coming on to the events. First event is getting a disease called scurvy. So if you get scurvy, you would be like dead, unless you have the food and medication which can help you survive in the trail.
And so the next thing that we have on here is you can also have the chance to have things go wrong with your supplies. So here we have an example of a broken wheel.
Alright, another thing that can happen is you can get robbed, and basically what happens is it's going to randomly determine what item is going to get robbed from you, and then it's going to determine how much.
Right, in the next section here we have natural disasters. So we have an example here with lightning. When a natural disaster happens, it goes and it affects only your oxen. So for example here, oh no, an ox has been struck by lightning. Moo, sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. After the ox is struck by lightning, though, you get an increase of food because you can eat the now cooked ox.
Now another event we have is river crossing. So when you come near a river, you will get a couple of options whether to cross the river, and it depends on the weight of your cart.
Alright, another thing that can happen is there's a random chance of you getting a new party member.
The other thing that can happen when you're out in the trail is you can have an opportunity to trade.
This is where we start our game. In the beginning, the game will ask for what is your name and how and the age of you, and then you'll be asked to pick an occupation. And then you'll be asked if you want to add your family members. Yeah.
Alright, so the next is like when the player's actually playing the game and they've started out on the trail. Each time they move it or choose to stay, it's going to make another picture of the trail. It's going to change their position. And it's also going to take a note of where they are on the trail, like if they are on the trail or at a city. And it's going to present them with two options. They can continue or stay, but if they're at a city, they can also shop. And then Rob's going to take it away with how the movement works.
Okay, so if you choose to continue down the trail, then it will move your placement marker on the trail accordingly. And then once you move, you'll have an event that will happen, and it will tell you what it is that it happened to you. If you choose to stay, then you will end up staying the night pretty much where you are, and you will still end up losing the supplies as normal, and it will tell you what events happened as well. After you leave cities, though, you're going to be given the option to either travel north or south. And then depending on you go north or south, it will then, from where the trail splits, the player marker will then be moved onto the appropriate location on that trail. And also, when you choose to stay for the night, it will tell you what it is that you have left, how much money, food, ammo, all that kind of stuff, what your rations still are for while you were out there on the trail.
Alright, lastly, it is how you win or lose. Basically, if you get to the end, which is position F on the map, it's going to tell you congratulations. It's going to tell you who in your party made it and who in your party didn't make it. But if you fail, for example, like your entire party's killed by an event and then it triggers again killing you, it's going to tell you sorry you didn't survive. Alright, so this is our game. We've gone through and we have made our person, and we've set an age, and we have picked an occupation. We've gone with hobo because it is the most interesting, as in all their stuff is randomized, where the rest of these have set amounts of what they're going to be getting. And we added each of us to the party. And so we're going to start off our adventure. When we click the stay here, it's going to tell us who's in our party and how much of everything we've got. We don't got much of anything. We got plenty of oxen, but that's going to be it. So I think we need to go to shop, and yeah, we're just going to buy a few things here to help us along our journey.
She gets some water too.
Yeah, I should get some water. Let's get some, like 5 water. And
That's good enough.
that's going to do it for right now.
Yeah, see.
Alright, we're going to set out. Uh-oh. We already got someone died. Measles killed Nick.
Uh-oh, Nick.
We're going to continue. Okay, so we hit a city, so nothing bad's going to happen. We can check our status and not have to worry about anything. See? Those who didn't make it. Nick, he died of measles. So we're going to continue. We're going to pick north just because the city seems closer. So, nothing happened at first, but we did run out of food and water, so we got a shot that killed Robert, and 2 of our food also spoiled that we already didn't have. So we're going to continue. So typhoid just killed Karan. Someone wants to trade us food, but we don't have any, so we're just going to continue. Oh, someone also broke a limb. At least that didn't kill anybody. So we'll continue. Nothing happened, and someone wants to trade us meds. We don't have any, so we're going to continue. And mudslide. Oh no, one of our oxen just died. Someone wants to trade us water, but we don't got any. Someone wants to trade us meds now, but we don't got any. We're getting the 3 events because we don't have food or water, which gives us more chances for things to happen. Okay, so we just got robbed. Someone got gangrene, and another one of our oxen got caught in a mudslide. And that was our last party member. We did not make it to our second city. So yeah, that is our game. Yeah. Alright, just a very quick disclaimer. To anyone that was looking at our code, it was obviously not all there. This is our complete program. We are not going to be going over every single line remotely or in detail, just because this is a very long application. It goes on and on and on. It would take a while to explain it, and we just wanted to throw in a little disclaimer saying, here's our program, this is how it works. We pulled out a few highlights we thought were interesting and worth our time, but there is far too much to cover in a less than 10-minute video. Thank you.